Hello and welcome to video 3. I'm so glad you can come and join me for the next few minutes because I want to share some advice for how we can protect our well-being against something most of us probably do that we don't need to do so much, which is apologizing. Now, I don't know about you, but it's something I seem to do too much, and I've started to notice it rubbing off on my eldest child, and he's now uber polite, and to the point where I think, why am I always apologizing? So let me give you some examples. I don't know if you ever go around the supermarket or if you're one of those super amazing adults who orders your food online. I'm not that amazing organized adult. So I'm going around the supermarket, and say if I walk down an aisle and someone else is there with their trolley, I always feel like I have to apologize. Like, I'll step to one side and say, oh, sorry. Or if I'm stood in front of a cereal and someone's trying to get the cereal, instead of just moving, I'll be, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry, I'm sorry. And it's made me think, why am I apologizing when I don't need to? Equally, thinking about at work, you know, one thing that I've recently started doing that's made a difference is not feeling like I have to apologize when I take charge. So a really good COVID keeper at my work is that we realized we can do meetings online. So this is a good thing, less commuting, less carbon footprint. However, due to my own insecurities, I guess, I like to have time to kind of get dressed, do my makeup before a meeting online. Otherwise it makes me feel more insecure, but often people want to meet earlier because they know we aren't commuting. And the amount of times, like this last year, that I've been agreeing to early meetings because the other person wants to do an early time, and then I'm rushing around doing the school run. I've got 3 children, and then either not having time to get ready, and so that's knocking my confidence when I sign on, you know, not having time to do my makeup before I get on the meeting. And again, not everyone wears makeup, but for me that helps me build myself up and feel better about myself when I'm on an online meeting. So one thing I've realized is, actually, why not just ask them beforehand, could we have cameras off, or could we do it as an audio phone call? And I think the expectation is always, oh, everyone needs to have their camera on. And of course there are those meetings where we do need cameras on, you know, the big faculty meetings, or if I'm meeting a student, I think it's important we have our cameras on so we can see each other and I can read their body language. But actually a lot of meetings, like recently I was on annual leave, but I had a friend wanted to meet about something. That's Nova in the background. Not work related, so I did want to give them my time. But I thought, I was planning on spending the day running around with the children in the garden, and now I'll have to factor in time to, you know, put on some more professional clothes or do my makeup. And actually, I thought, no, I'll just speak to the person as a human and say, please, can we just do it as an audio phone call, you know, like the olden days. And they were fine with that, and so we just spoke on the phone, and it meant I could still be sat in the garden with the children, not worrying about how I looked, because it was just an audio call. So sometimes I think, instead of apologizing, reflect upon what it is that might need to change in that situation, because you're as entitled to the space or the decision as much as anyone else. And actually apologizing is chipping away at our well-being because we feel like we're in the wrong. But I don't know if I'm the only person who apologizes in the supermarket or walking down the street. I always feel like I'm the one stepping out of the way for the other people charging down the pavement. So what I need to learn to do is still step out of the way, but not say sorry if I haven't done something wrong. So maybe let's try and stop apologizing unless it's needed, and remember that we have the right to space. You are worthy, you are valuable. Nova is agreeing. Don't apologize for being you and meeting your needs, because you matter. Thanks so much for joining me for this unfiltered video. Hopefully some of it has resonated with you, or if not, you've just enjoyed Nova's cameo today. And hopefully join me again very soon for my next unfiltered talk.